Hi, I'm Afilion, and you're watching Song Inspection.
So this is my song Vulnerability. It's a chiptune / chip rock, dance, up-tempo song. So my track Vulnerability is divided into 3 sections, section A, B, and C. Section A and B are quite similar as they both have bass lines resembling each other and they both have solo synths and guitars. And section C is mostly a bass-heavy breakdown with a lead synth melody. So it starts out with an ARP, goes to a solo synth melody, and then goes to section B, which has a solo guitar, and then the next section is repeated with an added whistle. Then back to section A, which repeats again with a solo guitar. Section B again, which is softer without the lead guitar, and more percussive stuff in the background, which then leads to section C. And an added solo melody. And then it segues to a bridge, which goes back to section A. And then finally it segues to section C, which all comes together in the end with all the instruments playing together. And then it fades out. I'm just going to go through the instrumentation. So at the beginning we have a bass sequence from VPS Avenger. It's like Acid 303. And then we go to the next section. We have bass. Bass is from, I think, VPS. And then we have a pad, again from VPS. And then we have a guitar. It's not a guitar, it's a synth guitar. With some vibrato. And then we have the bass sequence that continues. In the second section, we have same bass and pad, and we have a pluck from Silence. And then we have a key from Silent 1 and a solo guitar. Impact Soundworks Shreddage. This section, there's some whistling from it's a whistle from Play or East West. Sorry, Goliath. It's called Human Whistle. Then we have an ARP from VPS Avenger. Here in the C section, haha, funny joke. We have a bass also from VPS. It's like a donkey bass with some nice thick keys. Piano, whatever you want to call it, from VPS again. There's a lot of VPS on this track. I think, no, those are all the instruments. There's a rhythm guitar. Also from Shreddage. For the percussion, I have these impacts, this reverse, and then this swoosh. I also have this like glitch stuff. That's basically it. For the drums, I'm using Modern Drummer by Native Instruments from the Abbey Road series. So there's nothing on the master. These are just old plugins that I used to master with, but I now export with no limiter to a WAV file, and then I master it in just separately. So every channel has a reverb and an EQ, and both my basses have just a bit more saturation from supercharger. My pad has just reverb and EQ. There's some vitamin stereo on that. And this one has chorusing on it just to get rid of the harshness of the top, and a lot of saturation. Solo guitar is Guitar Rig, just the Hot Solo Rig preset with a slight delay from Replica XT. Rhythm guitar is also Guitar Rig with the Chunker preset. These two are just pan, and then for the drums, I'm using just the reverb, very little. Like, there's barely any wet on it, and the Fruity Blood Overdrive to give it a little more color. And then it's going to a bus compressor. So this is the master session for Vulnerability. All I have is Ozone on the master. The export is a 24-bit wave. I have an EQ cutting down the lows. I have an imager giving it a little bit more width. Some dynamics. An exciter to give it a little more warmth. Some EQ again. Accentuating what I thought needed to be accentuated, and the maximizer. I also sometimes put span, Voxengo span, just to check the RMS to see if it's between like 7 or 8 and 12 dB. Try to aim around there. So it's not overly compressed, but it's also loud enough. So that's all for the overview of my track Vulnerability. You just watched Afilion's Song Inspection, and you can stream or buy my track on Spotify, Apple Music, Bandcamp, and thank you for watching.